What's up guys, so we're back with another point of view street photography video, and this one I shot everything with the Sony 18-105 f4 lens. I've really been enjoying this lens. The f4, it's perfect for street photography I feel like, because sometimes when you're shooting too shallow of a depth of field, the photos don't look good when you blow up, and f4, I know I'm getting a good shot the whole time. Everything's going to be in focus. So I decided to go out during these times. This is happened about 2 weeks ago or a week or so ago. I went out and the businesses were boarding up because of all the protests that have been going on. Now I've been wanting to go photograph these protests, but I haven't had the chance. Hopefully I'm able to make it if another one happens. I want to be able to capture the history that's going down right now. Anyways, I wanted to capture some of these businesses, and starting off I had seen the 7-Eleven with the board on it, and I saw a guy walking right by, so I had to capture this shot. After getting the shot, I actually zoomed in a little bit and I realized that it says 1-800 board up. I don't know what this sign's about. The firefighter might help you out or something. I'm not sure how that works, but I've never seen it, and I know it has to do with this whole times going on with the protest and the looting, and I felt like this was a good shot to capture the vibes of the city. That was one of my first shots that I took, get my right exposure, and immediately as soon as I turned, I saw this Volkswagen that was riding by, and the light looked really dope, so I had to take a shot at it. Again, simple shot, liked it. We'll see, maybe it can work out in the future with some other shots of cars or so. And my GoPro somehow flipped, so the rest of this video is going to look somewhat like this. Next spot was a fire station that I had seen. The doors were open, you could see right into it. I thought it was kind of cool, just something unusual. You don't see this every time. A note on this, I dropped the yellows because of the light. I didn't really like how the yellows were looking in this photo, and I mean this photo's kind of sad I feel like, but I think it works out. I had gone with Chris, and Chris had spotted this parking garage or so we decided to check it out. I'd never been to this one. There's quite a couple here in San Diego, and I've only been to a few. I might make a video about just shooting up in parking structures. Had this one in mind, we'll see. Anyways, this place had like this fence up. I'm sure they're trying to stop people from committing suicide or something, or maybe they just don't want photographers up here, but I had to take a shot. As you can see, the view looks insane, but this fence is right there. I took this shot. I feel like it kind of works out a bit. I had in mind something else I want to say, but it was an okay shot. So we walked around the parking structure and just kept sniping shots from here. And I really like shooting at the 105 on my Sony body. I think I shot this with the A7R III, but it still does the cropping factor onto it. But I like the compression that it creates. I feel like the buildings look massive. Again, something I don't know, but I've been shooting a lot of flags lately. I feel like they look really cool. Getting very patriotic around here. So we had gone to this other spot as well, and it was closed. We checked every single door. It was closed because of the COVID. No Padres games. This is actually a Padres parking structure. So going back, we're walking right across the street. I like the arrows that were on the ground. I wish it would have gotten a better angle of the arrows to get all of the arrow. I felt like that kind of created some nice leading lines into the actual lines from the road that leads you back into the city view of the actual buildings, and then you got these nice lights going on. So I think it's an okay photo. I think I would much prefer this with a more interesting subject, maybe right in front of that car or somebody crossing the street. I think that would have really made this a more interesting photo. Right now it's just a photo of the city. So by this time it was already getting dark, and Chris had told me about this spot, which surprisingly Chris is coming from Georgia, never shot here in downtown, and he's coming up with all these crazy spots that I'd never even thought of. I do want to say though, I shot here about a year or two ago, so I was pretty familiar with this one, and I figured let's get some long exposures, why not? So I got this too that I really liked. I had never shot it with the actual 105 lens, the actual 18-105 I mean, but I really like how the compression looks here. I feel like it's such a busy photo. You have all the trails from the cars, and then the buildings just look massive. I wish I would have gone like a car or something to kind of give you a better perspective of it. I shot another wide shot of it, and I was pretty happy with these. Fun fact, I waited about 30 minutes to get a shot with the car going through that bridge in the middle, and it just didn't happen. So I called it. I was done with it. Waited way too long for the shot. So I moved over a little bit and I noticed again there was a flag quite in the distance. Unfortunately, I couldn't get over this fence, but I kind of liked how the fence worked out. I feel like it helped me frame the actual flag and kind of shows you what I was aiming at. It's still a city shot, city vibes going on. Got some cool light trails, so it's an alright photo. Nothing what I had in mind. I really wished I could have gotten over the fence and maybe framed the lights at the bottom part of the image and just the flag as a bigger picture. But as you can see, it's blurred out because of the longer shutter that I had to use, or the slower shutter that I had to use more so to capture the light trails and have enough light in the image. So I think it was a pretty good day. I definitely have had betters. I would say the light trails really made the day. The other photos were all right. Maybe later on I can put them together with other photos and create something more with a story or so. But that's it for the day, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for future content. I have a couple reviews lined up that I need to make. I've been lagging it, not gonna lie. I will be posting though every week as I've been doing it, so stay tuned. See you guys on the next video.